Did you provide information to Mr. Zarif on Israeli operations against Iranian-backed terrorists during or following your tenure as Secretary of State?
On no occasion. Never.
Never. So Mr. Zarif is a liar.
Mr. Zarif may be confused or incorrect, or he's trying to embellish his. What I read about that article said that he was portraying himself as out of the loop and whatever, and quite emotional, apparently, is what I read. And I've seen him be quite emotional, and I can't vouch for why he did or what he said. I'm just telling you that didn't happen. End of story.
That never happened. And I know you're not under oath, but we've seen many administration officials come to this Congress and lie straight-faced to members of Congress. You're saying, for the record, that never occurred.
The first time I ever heard this number 200 was when I read the article a few days ago. I've never heard of that.
Well, that is heartening to hear, but I will tell you that there's reason for suspicion in this Congress and across America, and I just want to go through the record. In 1985, you as senator traveled to Nicaragua against the administration's wishes to meet with Marxist leader Daniel Ortega. In 2006, you traveled to Syria to meet with the dictator Bashar al-Assad, contradicting President Bush's efforts to isolate Assad for supporting Hezbollah. And I remind you that it's a sea of war and horrifying activities in Syria right now. I mean, if we could have done something with Assad then, maybe we wouldn't be dealing with what we're dealing with now. In 2018, you told the Palestinian Authority to hold on. The Palestinian Authority to hold on and be strong and play for time and do not yield to the president's demands. And finally, following your term as secretary, we know that you met with Mr. Zarif. I know that you said you had a professional relationship. Apparently it wasn't a good relationship, but it was professional enough that you met with him at least 3 times to discuss how to save the JCPOA, undermining President Trump's peace efforts. I remind you that as we speak, the Iranian proxy Hamas is raining down rockets across Israel right now. That's why people are right to be skeptical. That's why we ask this question. And so you say you're surprised and have no recollection of ever discussing these activities with Zarif regarding Israel and Syria. One more time, Mr. Secretary.
I didn't even know about this number, as I said, until we read the article the other day.
I'm not asking about the number.
No, I never had a discussion with him about Israel with respect to attacks or anything. No, I told you. That's the end of the story.